Hello everyone. Yesterday we learned about punctuation and using periods to end our thoughts in our writing and our sentences too. Today we are going to learn about a new piece of punctuation, the exclamation point. Has anyone ever heard of an exclamation point before? Oh, good. Okay. Does anyone know what an exclamation point looks like? Okay, an exclamation point looks like this. Okay, let's start off with a few questions. Have you ever been excited? Yeah, good, okay. What about angry? Anyone ever been angry? Have you ever raised your voice? Can you guys give me an example of a time that you did one of these things? So let's see, were you excited maybe when you got a good present for your birthday? Or when you saw a family member that you haven't seen in a while? Or one of your friends? What about, do you ever get angry, like if you drop something or you spill something, do you get angry? Okay, here's an example of a piece of writing that incorporates exclamation points, some statements. So, as I'm reading these to you, think about what did you notice and when were exclamation points used? So here are some examples. Stop. Sit down. John, don't touch that. Help. Hello, how are you? Good night. Please help me. Boo, they shouted. You did a great job. How interesting is this film? What a gorgeous room. The meal was so good. She's such a quiet girl. So those are some examples. So what did you notice? When do we use exclamation points? When we have a lot of expression, when we have a lot of emotion, when we have a feeling, when we're excited. So let's look at some more. Look how beautiful this city is. Sarah, wipe the board. Don't talk. Get out. What a coincidence this is. I'm so mad at her. Okay. So, as you can see from these examples, exclamation points are used to express strong feelings or emotions. So some of these feelings or emotions could include shock, surprise, anger, or just raising your voice. You can use an exclamation point to give a command. You can use it after you interject or exclaim something in conversation. And it can be used in your writing too. Okay, so now that you know a little bit more about the exclamation point, let's do a turn and talk. So with your partner, turn and talk and discuss where could you add exclamation points in your writing? And how do exclamation points change your writing? Let's think about that. So maybe I can add an exclamation point in my writing when I have a strong emotion. Or maybe when I was scared. So maybe I was in the house and one of my family members went boo. So boo would need an exclamation point. And if you went ah, that would need an exclamation point too. So are we starting to see a little bit of a pattern about when we use these exclamation points? Good. Okay. So, over the past few days in our writing, we've been talking about punctuation. So we've talked about using periods. So how is a period different than an exclamation point? So we would use a period if we just want to end a sentence. So we're separating our thoughts, ending a sentence. Whereas exclamation points show a little bit more emotion. Okay. And it's kind of cool if you look at the exclamation point, there's a period at the bottom, but there's a little bit extra. So that little bit extra adds a little extra emotion. So that's a good way to remember. Okay, so we know that feelings, emotion, expression, and punctuation are all important in our writing. All good writers use those things. So now that we know exclamation points may be used to convey our emotions and our expressions, we can use them in our writing. So go ahead and go back to your seats, sit down, pull out your piece of writing that we've been working on, and take your highlighters from your school supply box and circle places that show heavy emotion or places where you feel an exclamation point could go. Highlight those areas, and I'm going to come around and conference with you, and we can work on putting our exclamation points into our writing. So, really fast, let's go over a couple more examples as you're moving back to your seats, just so we make sure we get a good idea. Oh no, we lost him. That's good news. Wow, you look so young. Congratulations. Let's see. What a great victory. So, lots of emotions, lots of feelings, and we know we must incorporate those things into our writing. So make sure we're picking out good places to add exclamation points. And real quick, give me a fist of 5 how you feel about exclamation points. Do you feel a 5 would be you're ready to incorporate into your writing, and a 1 would be I need a little more help. I'm still kind of confused. So, fist of 5, 1 being more help, 5 being I got it, I can incorporate it. Good, okay, good. Well, you guys are great. You've been doing great with your punctuation. I love the prompts that we've been writing on, and I know you guys are going to rock exclamation points. Great job.